Still gotta get used to wheelies on this thing. Yeah, so, an hour later at the fucking DMV, only to be told, nope, we can't actually do what you want us to do because reasons. Whatever, it's the DMV. What can you do but swear at it? So too these mirrors. Yeah, the mirrors are gonna go. I'm gonna go to better mirrors. Well, probably worse mirrors that look and work better. Yeah, and I just got my first error on the Super Duke. Got a general failure. No idea what the fuck that means, but it's still running, so find out about that later. I was just saying, you know, the Super Duke, of one thing is it feels, you know, much less fragile than the KTM dirt bikes, and it's, you know, doesn't feel like it's going to come over altogether Italian. It feels all BMW. Yeah, well, that lasted all of 44 miles. Whatever. We'll find out, but for right now it's running, and all the temperatures look good, and, you know, kind of fuck it, it'll be fine. Famous last words, but whatever. DMV, what a fucking cockle, buckle, schmuckle. I swear, if there's anything being done right, it's not being done by a government agency of any kind. Barring probably the military. And even then, they have their own procurement nightmares. But, yeah. So what else can we talk about? President Trump. We can talk about that, I guess. That's sure to ingratiate or piss off a bunch of my viewers, so why not? Well, whatever your feelings, it's definitely a surprise to a lot of people. Not really to me. I'm one of the few who said, yeah, Trump's probably going to win. You know, fuck you. You fucking goddamn bus cunt. Let's just be a dick because we're a dick. Fuck you. You motherfucking... Fuck you. Anyway. So yeah, President Trump. Who saw that coming? Well, I think I did. You know, a lot of people on both sides of the equation were saying yes and no for many months, but I had one fairly specific... Fuck you. One fairly specific point of reference that I like to call the yard sign phenomenon. And a lot of people don't put any credit into this whatsoever, and in some cases they're right. But up where I live in the Northeast, this is not an area that would ever vote for Trump in any great number, and they didn't. However, I saw more frickin' yard signs up here for Trump than I ever have for a Republican candidate in my lifetime. And the biggest thing was, I mean, I saw that to a degree. I mean, it was less, but it was still a presence. I saw it for Romney 4 years ago. And I thought that probably meant he was going to do okay. And the reality of that was he, of course, didn't. But what I didn't see for Romney that I did see for Trump was handmade yard signs. I saw more people, you know, hand making a Trump yard sign and sticking it in front of their house in New York and New Jersey than I could possibly believe. And that was the thing that had been telling me, yeah, for like the last 2 months, whatever may happen, you know, barring some completely ridiculous thing, he was probably going to win. And he did. So now we have President Donald Trump. And some people are completely losing their shit about that. And other people, as is the nature of such things, are really happy and looking forward to the future. Not going to get into my feelings on that because, like I say, I never... From day one, I decided I didn't want to bring politics into Leon Loco. And, but I think it's interesting to comment on how the election went from kind of a neutral standpoint. And the enthusiasm, I mean, you gotta say, whether you love Trump or hate Trump, you gotta say the amount of enthusiasm that he got to go vote for him, in the electorate was substantial. And okay, it looks like the state park I'm about to ride through is pretty much on fire, so that's interesting. Yeah, alright, let's go right through a fucking forest fire. What the hell? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, Super Duke. Where have you been all my life? Oh yeah, in the dealership. So yeah, President Trump. Like I was saying, it's impressive, barring anything else you might feel about the election. It's impressive he got the turnout he did, especially in the states he did. There are states like Pennsylvania and Michigan who haven't voted for a Republican president in my lifetime almost, like since Reagan. So that's cool. He did a better job than Clinton, and he won it. And, that is what it is. Still gotta get used to wheelies on this thing. It's a little bit scary compared to Supermoto. And it's a little bit wet, so I gotta be careful. But, yeah, another thing, I think a lot of people are just happy the election's over. Because there was just, an endless bombardment of, media crap and people just freaking out about it, so I think, third gear clutch off almost. So I think most people are just happy it's over and done with. And, well, most people. Yeah, and really, the only thing left about the election that in any way annoys the crap out of me is, you got these people fucking doing these protests and shit, basically acting like they're fucking 12. It's like, I didn't get my way, so I'm gonna set some cars on fire and throw some bricks through windows. It's like, what in the fuck? Act your fucking age. I mean, yeah, okay, your guy didn't win. It happens. Every couple of years, every 4 to 8 years, the pendulum swings the other way, and half the country's pissed off. That's life. But what do you think, you're gonna fucking accomplish by setting shit on fire and rioting and beating the crap out of people who voted differently than you do? What do you think you're gonna accomplish? It's like the couple thousand people who are rioting in frickin' Portland or wherever the hell it is. You think that Donald Trump is just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and say, well, golly gee, I guess if, forget those 60-odd million people who voted for me, because there's a few fucking people pissed off in Portland, I'm just gonna resign before I even get inaugurated. Do you idiots actually think that's gonna fucking happen? I mean, God, get over yourself. It's like, you can disagree with the guy, you can say, okay, I don't like what you're doing, and I'm gonna organize politically to try to get you out of office in 4 years, and fine, do everything that's within the realm of political discourse, but you start acting like a fucking child and setting shit on fire and essentially burning your own fucking town down. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but all the places you're freaking out and protesting, they voted for Hillary by a very large margin. So what exactly are you accomplishing by torching the fucking place? All you're doing is a lot of the people who elected Trump, you know, or voted for Trump holding their nose saying, I don't really like this guy and I'm not sure this is the right decision, but screw it, I'm going to give him a shot because I don't like Hillary or whatever the reason was, you're just telling them, yeah, you know what, I made the right fucking choice and I'm going to do it again in 4 years because you people are fucking crazy. You know, the second you start, you know, saying, oh, well, he's like Hitler and he's a Nazi and he's putting Nazis in his fucking transition to you and all this kind of crap, it's like you lost all credibility with like 95% of the population. And you make yourself look like a fucking idiot. So why? I mean, why is that even necessary? You know, just suck it up, put your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on, and say, all right, well, we lost. You know, that's life. And then you've got these other douchebags who are like, oh, I know, we can like dox and harass the fucking electors and try to get them to vote for Hillary even though the votes are for Trump. Yeah, that'll work. Because that's not a felony or anything. I mean, what the fuck was wrong with you people? Just get over it. Life does not always work out the way you want it to, okay? On a small scale, I wanted this bike a year ago, but it didn't work out that I could get one. So I put my nose down and I worked harder and I dealt with the cards I was dealt and a little perseverance and hey, look what I'm riding. Brand new Super Duke. So, what the fuck? I mean, act like you're a fucking adult. Anyway, at least it's over. And, President Trump. I have to see, what he accomplishes and what he doesn't accomplish. But, you know, 60-odd million people are pretty freaking happy right now, and more power to them. They got what they wanted. They went out in the polls and all that good stuff. All that, that's how our republic works. Another thing is like, those same people who are like freaking out about it and making like death threats on Twitter and all this kind of bullshit, they're also like, oh, we need to get rid of the Electoral College. It's like, yeah, where have we heard this before? Oh yeah, every time your side loses, but not the popular vote. I mean, do you have any introspection whatsoever? Can you realize how massively fucking hypocritical that is? Where it's like, I'm totally fine with the Electoral College so long as our guy wins. I mean, fuck off. Again, you're acting like you're 12. And hell, I know 12-year-olds who have more in the ball than you fucking idiots. I'm sure absolutely none of them will watch this video, but whatever. I don't care. I'm just gonna make fun of you idiots as long as you're being idiots, and then I'm gonna get up in the morning and put my pants on one leg at a time and work as hard as I need to accomplish what I want to do in life, because that's how you be a fucking adult. You know, that's how you wear the big boy pants. Ugh. Anyway, at least it's over. At least it's over, and it's a nice day. 56 degrees. And I'm on a KTM Super Duke. So, fucking A. Nah. That makes me happy. Just gotta get up on my wheelies in this thing, because it is quite intimidating. It's very easy to get up in a wheelie, don't get me wrong, it's just quite intimidating. Because you have, you know, I'm used to just like being really aggressive with the control inputs on, you know, my WR, which has a quarter this amount of power, maybe. So, we'll get there. I also don't want to break it, because it's a really nice bike. I don't really want to grind the side off of it because I fucked up a wheelie. But I do want to play around with it, because that's what this bike is for. So. Hey, you like my channel? Well, hit the subscribe button and I'll do more silly videos like this one.